The deeper science looks into human DNA, the more astonishing life becomes. Inside nearly every cell in your body is a strand of molecular code about 2 meters long. Multiply that by the trillions of cells in the human body, and the total length of your DNA could stretch billions of kilometers, far enough to reach from Earth to Pluto and back. But the length is only the beginning. What makes DNA extraordinary is that it is not simply matter. It is an information system of breathtaking complexity. Your genome contains roughly 3.2 billion letters of biochemical code arranged in an extraordinarily precise sequence. These instructions govern cell repair, immune response, growth, development, protein production, and countless processes science is still struggling to fully understand. And even more astonishing, your DNA is uniquely yours. With the exception of identical twins, no human being in history has carried the exact same genetic sequence as you. The specificity is so precise that DNA can identify individuals from microscopic traces, establish family relationships, trace ancestry across centuries, and solve crimes decades after they occurred. What is remarkable is how recently humanity has even begun to understand any of this. The structure of DNA itself was only identified in 1953. The Human Genome Project was not completed until 2003. In the scale of human history, our understanding of genetics is incredibly new. Even during famous court cases in the 1990s, DNA evidence was still considered controversial and vulnerable to contamination concerns because the science was in its infancy. Today it has become one of the most trusted forensic tools in the world. Yet the deeper scientists look, the more mysterious and sophisticated life appears. DNA is not simply a static chemical code. Inside the nucleus of every cell, it is folded into a dynamic structure called chromatin, packed with astonishing precision so that meters of information fit into spaces too small for the eye to see. And recent discoveries have revealed something even more extraordinary. The genome is organized into intricate, three-dimensional regions known as topologically associated domains, or TADs. These act almost like neighborhoods or communication hubs, allowing genes to interact with astonishing timing and accuracy. In other words, DNA is not merely a sequence. It is an organized, responsive, self-regulating system. This is why scientists from multiple disciplines, biology, chemistry, physics, mathematics, computer science, and information theory, are increasingly drawn into genetic research. Many openly admit that the deeper they investigate life, the more layers of order and complexity they uncover. And what is perhaps most humbling is this: what we know about DNA is changing constantly. Ideas considered cutting edge 10 years ago are already outdated. Discoveries made months ago are being revised as entirely new layers of organization, communication, and regulation are uncovered inside the cell. The more science advances, the less ordinary life appears. We once thought cells were simple blobs of biology. Now we know they contain systems of storage, retrieval, repair, replication, communication, and molecular engineering beyond anything humanity has ever created. Even the world's most advanced computer is simple by comparison. Computers require programmers, syntax, architecture, memory systems, error correction, and energy regulation. DNA contains all of those realities, but in living form, continuously operating inside every human body. And somehow, all of this exists within microscopic structures inside us. The closer we look at life, the more awe it inspires. Not less wonder, more